Wabashane Public Library and the Wabashane Community Garden have been doing some joint ventures this year, and there are planters in front of the library. There they are, that the township put in. And last year, the community garden planted some morning glories that have reseeded themselves, as well as some forage, which also reseeded itself, and these plants have come back. And so there's quite a few projects that we have collaborated on, and here's the sign that the library made. The potatoes are growing up a little bit now, so we're putting soil around their stalks, and we'll keep adding soil as the potato plants grow taller, so that when we go to harvest there should be potatoes all the way down. So you're picking the peas that you planted in April, right? Show us like how many you got there. Wow, beautiful. It's a beautiful July morning, and the morning glories are growing up onto the spider web that we made for them to trail along. Corn's getting higher, and this year we have some beautiful echinacea that was donated by Victoria Rayum. It's the end of July, and the echinacea is doing really beautifully out there, those pink flowers. And we're growing cucumber in pots here, and they're doing pretty well despite the drought. And we've even got one that's going to be ready to eat soon. Here in the community garden, it's August, and we've been having quite a drought. But the anise hyssop is really flowering beautifully, and it's attracting a lot of bees. And I just learned about something called a bee bath, which gives water to pollinators, bees and butterflies. So we just put this plant pot upside down, and then a shallow dish with rocks in it that has some water in it, so the bees and butterflies can sit on the rocks and sip the water. So we're helping out our friends, the pollinators. It's early September, and we have a new piece of artwork in the garden. This fish was sent to us from Ottawa, and there's a lot of beautiful detail on it. Peter's grandchildren made it, and they wanted it to be in the community garden. So if you're walking into the park, come and have a look. And the duck is just above it with its feathers blowing in the wind. It's Labor Day weekend, and here we have some romaine lettuce that has gone to seed, and I've let it go to seed, and I'm going to collect the seeds, and the flowers have turned into little fuzzy pods like dandelions, and the seeds are at the bottom of that, and I'm going to collect them for the seed library at Tay Library. And I'm going to transplant the strawberries. The strawberries have been growing in a basket all summer. That's to keep them away from the squirrels somewhat, so people can pick the ever-bearing strawberries. But they have put out runners, and I've been putting the runners back into the pot to try to get them to root. And I have not been successful in keeping strawberries going over the winter to come back in the spring while they're in a pot. So this year, I'm going to try planting them in the garden now, and we'll see if they overwinter with a good cover of snow. And if they do, then I can just put them back in the pot in the spring. So this is another experiment here at the garden. Here's the strawberries. They're transplanted into the garden where the zucchinis used to be, and we'll see if they make it through the winter. It's a beautiful Labor Day here in the community garden, and you can see how tall the beans have grown. These are scarlet runner beans, and they're being supported by the corn because they're one of the three sisters, as is the corn. And there you can see one of the big pods forming from these flowers. You can eat the pods when they're flat, or you can wait till they fill up and eat the big beans that grow inside. They're purple and black and quite beautiful.
plants can just go somewhere.
Oh, I think you might have stripped them.
Plants right out.
Potato fruit? No, that's your hot.
Oh, worm!
Oh no, a worm.
That's more.
Lily, do you want me to hold your hot dog?
Here, get in there.
Do you want me to hold your hot dog?
Here. No, freeze. Worm!
Usually these are dead by now.
Stop, yeah.
Everything just waited.
So what we do now,
and then they started growing.
because some of those potatoes are really deep, watch this.
There's the big one.
There they are. So yeah, dig down with your hands, pull all these old plants out.
Taters went. I wondered where my potatoes were. I think they're still buried.
Yeah.
So those potatoes, you can put them in the water and we'll wash them off.
Get in that soil and dig.
Excellent, excellent. And when we get lots and lots of dirt, we can just throw